I had trouble getting to sleep that night, so the next morning finds me exceptionally groggy. I briefly considered skipping class, but remind myself that I was supposed to be a stronger person now. I get up like a good boy and put on my uniform, then make my way to the main school building without eating breakfast. I sit in my seat in classroom 33, waving greeting to Misha and Shizune like I do every morning, and let the day wash over me. The afternoon classes are always longer than those in the morning. This is true regardless of whether I count it by the minute or by the number of doodles drawn in my notebooks. Today I'm especially distracted as I keep thinking about Rin. Did I manage to properly tell her that I wanted to get better? Oh, oops, sorry. Did she understand a word of what I was saying? I think about the kiss we shared, about what it means. So she was so out of her mind. Maybe it means nothing, but we've been getting closer lately. What does that mean? I think about Rin more and more nowadays. I wonder if she thinks about me. The ringing of bells makes me flinch and then realize that I haven't been paying attention during the latter half of the class at all. I look at the assortment of sketches traveling up and down the margins of my notebook, the only thing I got done in the last hour. Feeling vaguely disappointed in myself, I pack up and get to the hallway. Ren is standing right outside the door, her presence stopping me in the tracks as soon as I spot her. Her posture is relaxed as always, but I suddenly feel like I just ate a crowbar. I'm having a hard time meeting her gaze. She doesn't seem to have any trouble looking at me, but those dark eyes are making me flustered for no reason. It's hard to look straight at her, so I turn my face away a little. I don't know what about should I don't know what one should say in this kind of situation. Then again, I rarely know what to say to Rin in any given situation. Hi. Hello. I try to get rid of the awkwardness in my voice, invoke any more natural way of speaking. I suddenly worry about where I should put my hands. It feels like they're in the way somehow. How are you feeling? You were pretty out of it yesterday. I'm okay. What do you mean yesterday? You don't remember? She tilts her head to the side like a bird, looking somewhat confused. Oh. Remember what? I have a pretty bad memory. About yesterday. What about yesterday? I came to see you and I don't remember that kind of thing happening. She really doesn't remember? I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel disheartened all the same. I remember that I promised to show you one place, though. Did that happen for real? Maybe I just think that I remember that, and I really don't. No, that was real too. Okay, do you want to go? Now? Yeah. Well, sure, why not? Is it far? It's not. Together we walk down the stairs, then outside. The usual summer day, whirring cicadas that all greet us. It's immensely hot, and without the air conditioning the classrooms offer, I start sweating immediately. We start along the tree-lined pathway that leads towards the dorms. The trees offer shade with the sunlight blinking through the holes in the canopy. The light creates a chaotic pattern of shadows dappled with bright places where the beams hit the pavement. Rin's eyes are wandering in every direction but mine. I get the feeling that it's intentional. She leads me to the back gate once again, taking us through it and into the forest beyond. As before, the drop in temperature and the drastically reduced levels of light make it feel like the forest is swallowing us in the cavernous belly. We head along the same path as last time, snaking around trees and boulders over the roots and rocks, past wild undergrowth. Birds sing somewhere in the woods, solace for the humming background music of the treetops. We go past the small clearing with the big maple that is now called Brewery Tree. The climb steepens, then becomes easier again. I have to stop a few times to catch my breath and hurry after Rin, who doesn't stop to wait for me. Soon, I'm out of breath again. Suddenly, the trees end and we emerge from the forest. The boundary of the woods is sharp and abrupt, as though a line, a line had been drawn to mark it. The hills continue to climb up to a little further ahead, but from here to the top, it's a rocky meadow, patches of grass, small brushes, and that look like they're growing straight from the rock. We soon reach the highest point with the forest behind us, and the view to every direction open in front of our eyes. The city lies far beyond away and lazily revealing in the quiet afternoon mood. You can see pretty far from here, and the vista is beautiful. I wonder how high up we are. I breathe the fresh air and feel my heart rate slowly going back down. I think I might have overdone it a bit. A higher pulse is dangerous for me. I'm feeling fine right now, though. The wind picks up, ruffling my hair and causing the trees below us to sway. It makes the grass sorry, I thought I heard something. Undulate in waves as the breeze sweeps across the hilltop. Sun shines from the open skies upon us, a few clouds passing by to shadow it. What was painful heat below is now a gentle warmth. I take a good look around the hilltop. It's pretty high. The hilltop is pretty high in the way nature often is. Unplanned harmony found in the natural arrangement of things. The most striking feature is the abundance of small yellow flowers. They're literally everywhere in the small meadow. I can't help commenting on it. Wow, a lot of flowers. Yeah. Do you know this kind? They will fly away. Yeah, dandelions. There are not many of them at the school because they cut the grass so often. Nobody cuts the grass up here. The fragile looking flowers will soon turn white and fluffy like cotton. The wind will carry their seeds away. I crouch down to look at them. One tiny yellow flower, suddenly basking in the sunlight. There's not a hint of white yet, so it's still waiting for its time to be for its time to be filled. I brush my fingers against the delicate yellow petals. I feel the soft textures of my fingertips. It feels nostalgic somehow. I hear Rin approaching from behind and stand back up to face her. She had a weird look on her face. Something on your mind? I don't know. It's just you just look so sad all the time and become upset so easily. And it makes me confused, and I don't really remember much about yesterday except that you came to my room, and that's why it might be because of oh, holy what? Uh, so it's because of me that I think that I don't know why. It's because people don't really like talking to me, and you might be the same, and that'd be sad. And I know the people that I'm talking about others, and me too, always say that I'm strange, that I talk strange things. So I thought I'd try not to say strange things, but it makes me more, it makes me think more and new and strange and colorful. That was not a good word, but maybe you understand anyway the odd things. So if I want to say something, I don't really know how, then the words are not like it's not. I lost my spot. Words are not the same as that because something goes wrong and goes on the way out. But it's not like the thoughts are really the things I should be saying. It's more like the idea of the thoughts, or the feelings of the idea, or the idea of the feeling. But it's not really any of those either. But there's no word for it unless I invent new ones, which is not really useful. So I've been thinking of doing things is better. If doing things is better than saying so many, because yesterday I took those pills and I was feeling a little strange, and I might have done something that I shouldn't. Besides, I don't even know if it would be any better if I just could say the thought. There is no telepathy. The real telepathy is in there, and I think it'd be terrible and useful at the same time. But right now, I wouldn't mind because misunderstanding is so easy, but understanding is not. And I thought I grasped her shoulder and squeezed hard to make her stop. I don't have the capacity to take all that in at once. Holy shit. Rin shuts up instantly. Take a breath. I'm not upset. Why would I be? I'm just a little confused, but it's alright. I wonder if I was making a face she doesn't like again. I guess I've been thinking about yesterday all the time. Maybe I look weird. I wish I had a mirror with me at all times. No need to get it all said at once. I'll listen even if you talk slower. It just came out. Sorry, I'm okay now. I just wanted to say something. I didn't mean that much. It's weird, isn't it? She looks at me with a surprising, timid expression that I haven't seen before. I can't help but laugh a little. Yeah, it's weird. You are a pretty weird person, but there's nothing wrong with that. Thanks for being worried about me, but I'm gonna get better. I told you that yesterday, but I guess you don't remember that either. I don't. I wonder what else I forgot. Hopefully nothing important like my own name. That'd be terrible. Well, you kissed me. I did? Yeah, you did. On the lips. I just try to sound as matter of fact as I can. But I worry that I might be blushing again. Did you kick me? No, why would I do that? Then it's all good, right? It's okay, right? I didn't forget my name. Yeah, it's okay. I wish I was more suave, so I thought I could come up with a better follow-up than that to that, but nothing comes to mind. It's a good thing that Rin has more to say. It makes me feel relieved somehow. I think I should say sorry. I'm really bad with people. Some things are hard to understand, like jellyfish. Do you understand jellyfish? Uh, I guess not. People are like jellyfish to me. I don't understand. Now it's her turn to make a face I don't know like seeing. I've never really had friends. Oh, oh no. They're both options that are true. Uh, what about Emmy and what about me? Oh no. Oh no, I don't know what to pick. Oh. Uh, I'd say we were friends. I'd say you guys are you're friends with Emmy too. Honestly, I don't know. I would say either of these things. I just come up with whoever came up first in my mind. I guess Emmy's not really part of this part. Okay, I'm gonna try and think about it like I would, like I was having the conversation, like I was this out right now. So she brings up saying that I've never really had any friends. So I think on reaction, just the reaction, I would say, what about me? I think I would say that. But then if I thought about it longer, I'd say, what about Emmy too? So I think I'll just go with what I say first. Saying, what about me? Nah, I'm your friend for one. I mean, think about it. We really talk a lot to each other, and we've even gotten upset at each other, and then forgiven the other for it. That's what they call friendship. It's really nice of you to say that. I've always been able to tell everything to pencil and paint and paper. They are my best friends. It is harder with people. I have to use words. That is hard for me. Yeah, I know. You told me. Now you forget. Rin nods at me wordlessly, and I dare to attempt showing her a little, encouraging a smile. I hope I do it properly. She doesn't reply anyway. I feel really glad. The distance Rin puts between herself and everything else has made me feel really uneasy ever since I met her. If we become real friends, I'm sure I could understand her more. I'm sure that this way we could close the gap of understanding between us. My thoughts don't transmit to Rin. She does. She seems lost, deep in thought, wandering amidst of the sea of yellow flowers covering the grassy hilltop. It's just as well. Time passes. The breeze makes making the taller grass sway gently in time with the wind. Rin hums a little song to herself so quietly that I can't tell what it is, if it's even anything at all. A strong gust sweeps over the hilltop, and the sound of the trees in the wind buries the song away. I check my watch, more out of the habit than anything else. It's 4:30 right now, on the Saturday afternoon. Rin looks in the distant horizon with the odd blank stare of hers, as if she were looking at nothing at all. Her pupils are dark and quiet like a pair of deep, still ponds. You are going to become better, right? Sure. Me too, you know. I'm gonna talk to that friend that teacher and ask her to put my stuff in her place and work hard to get all that done. I decided that just now, you know, but I think I knew it all along. I've had this feeling for a long time now, that I'm gonna change, even if I hate it and don't want it. Even if I wanted to, I would change. Like I'm not enough that the way I am. This could be a good way to do it because it's like a straight line. Like I've learned all the things in my life so far just for this. It's just art, and it's the only thing I really know. I know what I'm gonna do, so it's good. I'm not afraid at all. I feel like I always do. Is that weird? No, not at all. I close my eyes and give into the irresistible sensation that has been growing inside me all week long. I float up towards the surface of my own life. The pressure of being underwater slowly diminishes, the weightless sensation becoming stronger. I break the surface of the water, lifting my head into the sunlight and inhale deeply, breathing in fresh air as if it were for the first time in a long while. My lungs fill with oxygen and open my eyes to see Rin peacefully determined face. We walk down the slope carefully and slowly avoid falling down, Rin in the lead and me a few steps behind. Rin surely can do this. Even if she can't, she's going to pull through. I'm sure that I can keep my head above the water too, from now on. The sun sets behind our backs, setting the world of haze and orange glow. I keep watching the back of the redhead girl descending the path a few steps ahead of me. If it's only this much, the distance between us is definitely within my reach. Act 3. Distance. I ask you a question, Nakai. I shake my head to fend off the dazedness. The teacher's looking at me as if everyone else in class. As is everyone else in class. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What's the distance between... Never mind, different question. Why are you here, in this class? To learn about physics? Yes. Well, no, but that's the answer I wanted to hear. To acquire knowledge in this secondary reason for you being in the school. The primary one is to learn the rules of society, the norms and ethics that govern you every day, your everyday life. You don't come to school for the classes, you come to interact with the other people there. Your classmates who are your equals to the teachers, who are your superiors. You learn how to form social contacts and maintain them, in other words, how to be a part of society. The school itself is a microcosm of the entire society. Luck was the one who realized that, you know? School's not just a place for learning and evolve. The kids your age, you guys should know that better than anyone else. He pauses for a moment and lets his eyes sweep over the class to see if the message sunk in. At the very least, I shut everyone up and got them to focus on him, captivated either by his voice or the sudden change of the topic from physics to the philosophy of education. However, my classes, as you aptly put, are places for learning about physics. He points at me with the piece of chalk he's holding. So, no sleeping during class. Got it, Nakai? Yes, sir. The corner of my eye catches Yoon's scowl and Misha barely containing giggle. I sink deeply into my seat. After classes end, I'm the last one to leave the classroom. I close the door behind me and quietly make my way to the art room. Club time passes in a relative peace and quiet. I sit in my usual seat next to Rin, but she doesn't seem to be in a talkative mood. She's even more distant than usual. Today, we're going to draw a still life and get to choose from either a vase full of fake flowers or arrangement of rock sticks and canvas. The teacher encourages us to gather around the preferred motive and phasing, emphasizing perspective, textures, and lighting as the key points of the exercise. I look at Rin to see if she prefers one of the subjects over the other, but she just tilts her head, signifying nothing. The club members quickly shuffle their chairs around the classroom to get closer to either the vase or the clutter. Rin and I both pick the flower vase, but only one of us seems to do any work. She's ignoring Namaya's assignment, just like she suddenly started ignoring me, and has begun doodling something idly with her foot, not really even looking at what she's drawing. I try to catch her gaze, but she's looking out the window. It's making me uneasy. Rin almost looks like she's asleep with the way she's leaning back against the chair with with her legs resting easily on her desk. She's now completely given up on the drawing. The more I try to relax, ignore her, and just be myself, the more it feels like I should ask if something's wrong. After club activities are over, the others have filed out. Rin gets up from her seat and marches over to Maya's with unusual determination. I'll do it. Maya was humming to himself while sorting off a box of pencils by hardness, turns around with a mixed expression of friendliness and incomprehension on his face. Hmm? What will you do, my girl? The gallery person. I can talk with that person. At least yesterday I thought I could. And today too. I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go all the way. The widest smile I've ever seen on any person's face lights up the teacher's features. He is almost literally beaming. Oh, wonderful! I had almost lost hope. Such a hard-headed girl you are, but I knew sooner or later you'd understand as well. I will call my good friend Shoujo and arrange a meeting. You'll need to show her your work so she can estimate it. I've told her about you, but you've obviously should talk face to face. This is so exciting, isn't it? Maya's talking more to himself than to us, and walking in circles around his desk, waving his hands around wildly all the while. He picks up his cell phone from his breast pocket of his jacket and flips it open with a stylish movement, starting to look for the number to call. While he searches, he notices me staring and gives me a beaming thumbs up. I shrug back at him, doing my best to not look smug. Mariah finds the number and makes the call, turning away from us and lowering his voice once he goes through. Even so, I can hear his excited tone. The call doesn't last long. Fabulous! Sai is at the gallery right now, and she said she would stop by right away, if that's fine. This is the most excellent. Do you have some kind of portfolio to show, Rin? She just shakes her head at the last question, or that question. Never fear, I've taken some photos of your paintings. We can bring those and maybe a couple originals with us. Those will be quite sufficient for now. There should be some recent ones around here in the back, right? He pulls out a folder full of photos out of desk drawer, then charges towards the back, where there's a small storage room, extra cabinets for all the materials and tools that our class and club use. He He soon finds what he was looking for and crudely wraps two of Rin's paintings in a brown packing paper. Nakai, would you carry these to my car? I pick up the two oil paintings. They aren't heavy, but they do make navigation somewhat cumbersome as I follow Namaya and Rin to the parking lot. Namaya has a pretty nice car. Not something I'd expect a high school teacher to drive. I wonder what kind of salaries they earn at Yamaku. This is the first time we've seen the parking lot, I think. The canvases are stuffed into the trunk, but they just briefly fit. At the teacher's over-enthusiastic prompting, I get in the car along with them. Rin answers my questioning stare with a confirming nod and a nonchalant shrug. I guess I have become some sort of assistant for her now. Maya doesn't go light on the pedal. The smooth ride takes just about 10 minutes to bring us to the city center, where we pull into the tiny parking lot and get out of the car. I pick up the painting again, looking around. It's just like in any city in Japan, really. Same style buildings, people hurrying here and there, office workers sweating in their suits in the summer heat. Wide tree-lined streets aren't something you see everywhere, though. Maybe they are city specialty. This definitely has the feel of a city, which I thought had already forgotten. I feel immediately comfortable with walking around. I haven't actually been here before. No? In that case, it's about time. It's a great city, lots of wonderful folk around here, and more importantly of all, vibrant cultural life. Ah, Sai's place is around the corner. 22nd corner, huh? Alright. After turning around 3 more corners, Namaya stops in front of a door. There's a nameplate in big red letters over it. 22nd corner. Is this really the 22nd corner? Of what? That's bothering me too. I mean, where to start counting, and which way do you count? The real questions are being asked. Rin gets worked up over the strangest things unlike me. Namaya ignores her completely and pushes the door open. The gallery is very clean looking, and the air conditioning makes it cool and very comfortable. The white walls and big windows facing onto the busy street make the whole place feel airy and bright. There's nobody around whom I can see, however. Most of the floor space is empty, with only large tables and counters for furniture. There are paintings too. Of course, a poster advertising an exhibition for an artist I've never heard of. Most of his work seems to be portraits of landscapes, or landscapes done in more traditional styles and rent abstraction. Summoned by the bell on the door, a lady who looks maybe around Amaya's age, comes around the corner. She's dressed in a sharp suit, and her straight dark hair in a perfect ponytail behind her head. A pair of flashy, expensive-looking glasses frame her eyes. On second glance, I am not sure of her age anymore. She looks old, and yet not actually old. Sai, hello. She clearly recognizes the teacher, greeting him warmly. Oh, there you are, Shinji. So quickly, I take it that these two are your students. Indeed, let me introduce to you. This is Rin Tezuka, the one I spoke to you about, and the healthy-looking lad over there says Sao Nikai. She takes a long, hard look at both of us, especially Rin. It feels like we're being evaluated. Net worth of some abstract kind is being calculated for us. Her eyes linger for a long time on Rin. On her eyes, her empty sleeves tied in knots, her posture. Sai takes in her first impression of Rin with intensity I've not seen used by anyone else before. Once finished, she smiles amiably. Pleased to meet you both. My name is Sai Sainji, and I'm the owner of this gallery. Could I maybe offer you some tea? I don't know. I don't know what to use for her voice. Oh no, thank you. We're fine. Let's get down to business. I lay the painting on a tabletop to give the gallery owner a better view, and Namaya pulls out his folder of photos. The old lady studies Rin's work carefully, absentmindedly brushing her cheek with her finger while letting her gaze sweep over the paintings. Her eyes remind me of a bird of prey or of some sort. They're so sharp, somewhat very calculating. She takes her time slowly going over the paintings in order without uttering a single word. Even the teacher looks very nervous. He tries to point out certain details and other things about Rin's work, but it seems like she's not listening. When the Maya and I keep looking at Sai, or say, Sai, whatever, trying to look at some hint of reaction on the gallery owner's face, Rin lets her gaze wander around the gallery space. Suddenly she pipes up, or, yeah, she pipes up. Is this really the 22nd corner? Sai raises her gaze to the painting to look at Rin, but doesn't answer. It's probably for the best. She takes stock of Rin's slouchy posture and her dreamy eyes that are again moving restlessly about. The way Rin seems to be detached from a situation that's supposed to be very important for her annoys me just a little. I'm practically holding my breath here. After Sai had gone through all of Namaya's photos and inspected the two oil paintings, I halt here. She goes through all the material again, this time at a quicker pace. Finally, she gives her verdict. I like it. Though, if you don't mind me saying, you're still a bit immature, searching for your own direction, perhaps? She picked one of the photos. Still, just look at this. I just can't take my eyes off it, like a little kitten playing around. That's what your art makes me feel, young lady. Thank you. I think nobody ever said that before, I think. That's all that Rin has to say. Something about what the gallery owner says and how she says it makes it sound patronizing to me, but I hold my tongue. Anyway, what was that? Wonderful, wonderful imagination, though, isn't it? I've always said that Tezuka had a great eye for composition and color harmony, and technique. Remember, all these are done with her feet. Of course, we need to put some of the simpler ones on display too for the lay people, right, Sai? Say. The teacher snorts, deservedly, you know about those Philistines are. How those Philistines are. What do they understand about real art? They just be lost with the abstracts and themes here. But I'll generate more publicity, and that's good, isn't it? Yeah. So I remember, smiles gently at Amaya's remark and turns back to the paintings. I wonder. To tell you the truth, I don't know if all this makes exhibition. If all this makes an exhibition. Even if I like it, I don't get the feeling of a theme or of cohesion. There's no where, and really, who would expect such from a young artist like this kitten here? Oh, no, 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 it's definition doable. It's definitely doable, especially if we get to a few new pieces and touch up some old ones. I don't mind painting more. I'll do anything. It's a bit of a stretch. Trust me, I wouldn't have come to you if I didn't believe Tezuka was ready. You can see it too, can't you? I know exactly what kind of, I know exactly what her kind is capable of, and you know too. Those words give the gallery's lady a pause. A hollow, bottomless look takes over her eyes for a moment, as if she was looking through, or maybe past Amaya. She said nothing, but her mouth becomes tight, flat line, as if stretched. Finally, the moment passes. Is that what you're saying? That's what I'm saying. Sai sighs and takes a few steps back, walking in a circle as if to help organize her thoughts. She takes another look at the photo of the painting she particularly liked, the one that made her call Rin a kitten. She places her hand over her mouth, lost for words. After a few moments, she shakes her head. I don't know what to say. After seeing you, Dieter, these paintings of yours, would you excuse us for a moment? I want to talk to your teacher in private for a bit. So I draws the art teacher aside and they talk in hushed tones for a while. I can hear what they're saying, but I can't hear what they're saying, but over her shoulder I can see the lines around the corner of her mouth tightening like she motions with her hands in time with her words. The expression on their face is... What kind of expression is it? I couldn't say. Once they're done discussing whatever they had to discuss, they give another. They give one another a serious look. I feel something that goes beyond mere words transpiring there. Whoa, okay, I think this has been going on for long enough. I just realized how long it's been going on for. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sort of cutting it off here from the scene, but sorry for that, but we had to do this. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.